Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Joyner. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Joyner. There he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game.
And he'll run it into the end zone. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running to the left. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Uses a nifty move to work his way to the 24.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Parrish. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Going up top again. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that 1st down?
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a gap. It's Adams. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know, at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The play action fake. Here's a heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Those are the types of plays that drive head coaches crazy because you practice these situations all the time. That's a bootleg fake. And part of the reason why they like to get quarterbacks out on the perimeter is because at that point outside the pocket, if nothing's open, all you have to do is throw the football across the line of scrimmage out of bounds, and it's an incomplete pass. He forgot to throw the ball, and because of it, he takes a massive sack.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Howard. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here we go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. catch, their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll run the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He'll pull it on the read. Gets it past the marker. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Wants to throw on 1st down. The quick out. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Trying play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run the option. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. On the run, it's Diggs.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 29 Philly. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Dean. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense, next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's okay. The offensive coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He's going to fire deep. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Owls. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now on the counter. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, and live to fight another down.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbound.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Dean. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. You got to give him room and let him catch the football. And if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here comes the heat. Sets up the screen. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
From the shotgun, the inside give. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Givens. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 11 over the Judicials. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Franklin. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Diggs. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides the back on the option to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs for the tackle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Evans. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Breaks into the open. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Defense in press coverage. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Owls! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes the handoff. It's Adams. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time, but you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give out of the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into. Timing's been off.